Have you ever caught yourself scrolling through social media at 2 a.m., comparing your life to everyone else's highlight reel, wondering if you're the only one who feels completely lost? If that hits close to home, you're definitely not alone. And today we're diving deep into the uncomfortable truth about recognizing when life isn't going the way you want it to, and what you can actually do about it. Let's be brutally honest for a moment. Sometimes life throws us curveballs that knock us completely off course. And other times, we gradually drift into patterns that leave us feeling empty, stuck, or unfulfilled. The tricky part is that recognizing when you're not doing well isn't always obvious, especially when society constantly tells us to put on a brave face and push through everything. So how do you actually know when things aren't going well? The first major red flag is when you wake up every morning with a sense of dread about the day ahead. This isn't just having a case of the Mondays or feeling tired after a late night. I'm talking about that heavy feeling in your chest that makes getting out of bed feel like climbing a mountain. When this becomes your default state, rather than an occasional rough patch, it's time to pay attention. Another clear indicator is when you find yourself constantly living in autopilot mode. You go through the motions of your daily routine without really being present or engaged. Work becomes something you endure rather than something that provides any satisfaction. Relationships feel shallow or strained. Hobbies and activities that once brought you joy now feel like chores. When life becomes a series of boxes to check, rather than experiences to savor, that's a significant warning sign. Financial stress is another massive indicator, but not just about the numbers in your bank account. It's when money worries consume your thoughts, affect your sleep, and influence every decision you make. Whether you're living paycheck to paycheck, drowning in debt, or simply feeling like your financial situation is spiraling out of control. This kind of stress seeps into every aspect of your life and amplifies other problems. Your relationships provide another mirror into how well you're doing. When you notice that you're consistently having conflicts with people you care about, or when you find yourself withdrawing from friends and family, it often reflects internal struggles. Maybe you're snapping at people more frequently, or perhaps you've become the person who always cancels plans because you just don't have the energy to be social. Physical symptoms are often the body's way of waving red flags. Chronic fatigue that sleep doesn't fix, headaches that seem to come from nowhere, digestive issues, or frequent illness can all be your body's response to prolonged stress or unhappiness. Your body keeps the score, and when life isn't going well, it usually shows up physically. Now here's where things get interesting, and maybe a little uncomfortable. Sometimes we contribute to our own struggles without realizing it. Procrastination becomes a default response to stress, creating a cycle where we avoid important tasks, which creates more stress, which leads to more avoidance. Social comparison becomes obsessive, where we measure our behind-the-scenes reality against everyone else's carefully curated public image. We might also find ourselves making excuses for why change isn't possible. The job market is terrible. Relationships are too complicated. Everyone else has advantages we don't have. While external factors absolutely matter, sometimes we use them as shields to avoid taking responsibility for the changes we can control. But here's the empowering part, and why I wanted to make this video. Recognizing these patterns is actually the first step toward meaningful change. Awareness creates the possibility for transformation, even when everything feels overwhelming. Start with radical honesty about your current situation. Take inventory without judgment. What areas of your life are actually working well? What areas need immediate attention? What areas need long-term planning? This isn't about beating yourself up. It's about creating a clear picture so you can make informed decisions. Focus on building small, consistent habits, rather than trying to overhaul everything at once. If you're struggling financially, maybe that means tracking expenses for 1 week before trying to create a complete budget. If relationships are strained, perhaps it means having one genuine conversation with someone you care about. If your health is suffering, it might mean taking a 10-minute walk or preparing one healthy meal. Create boundaries around the things that drain your energy. This might mean limiting social media if comparison is killing your self-esteem. It could mean saying no to commitments that don't align with your priorities. Sometimes it means having difficult conversations about what you need from the people in your life. Invest in your future self. This sounds abstract, but it's incredibly practical. Learn skills that will open doors. Build relationships with people who inspire and challenge you. Save money, even if it's just a few dollars each week. Take care of your health before problems become crises. These investments compound over time and create options when you need them most. Don't underestimate the power of professional support. Therapy isn't just for people in crisis. It's for anyone who wants to understand themselves better and develop healthier coping strategies. Financial advisors can help even if you don't have much money to manage. Career counselors can help you identify skills and opportunities you might not see on your own. Remember that progress isn't linear, and setbacks don't erase the work you've already done. Some days will be harder than others, and that's completely normal. The goal isn't to achieve some perfect life. It's to build resilience and create sustainable patterns that support your well-being. Your life doesn't have to be extraordinary to be meaningful, and struggling doesn't make you weak or broken. Sometimes recognizing that things aren't going well is the bravest and most important thing you can do, because it opens the door to creating something better.